Hello everyone, come on in. I am finally live. I apologize, I'm about 15 minutes late here, but if you didn't see my story, it's because I got locked out of my house. So we're now live and we're going to talk about how to make money online as a complete beginner. I'm a working mom myself and I learned how to make thousands online. So that's what we're going to be talking about. Come on in, stay for a while. If you can't stay the whole time, then that's okay because I will always post the replay. Now, another thing I'm going to do as people are coming in, please just let me know where you're coming from, where you're listening from. I'm over in Canada, but it's always fun to see where everyone else is coming from while I set a pinned comment here for you guys. But again, we're going to go over how you can earn an income online as a complete beginner and with a beginner friendly side hustle. Okay, come on in. Hi, Ryan. I can see you. New York City, Arizona, Norway, Washington State. Oh my gosh, you guys are so cool. I am not that cool. Pin comment. There we go. Okay, cool. Okay, so as you guys are doing that, again, just keep letting me know where you're coming from and where you're listening from. And I'm going to get right into it. So if you don't know, my name is Care, and I'm a working mom over in Canada. I'm actually a career girl. Oregon, nice. And yeah, so if you're not following me, I want you to go here and start following me because I am the type of person who's a no bullshit kind of gal. I'm just going to shoot it to you straight. So I want to tell you right out of the gates, this is not reselling a course. This is not clickbait. This is not MLM. This is none of that stuff. This is like how people are actually making money online in their spare time while they still live their life. Okay. So people are already starting to comment free. I just have a comment that's pinned here that says comment free for my step-by-step mini course. I do have a completely free resource for you guys. It shows you step-by-step exactly how to do this. So if you are coming into the live, you're listening to the replay, it doesn't matter at any point. If you comment free, my automation system will send you that free mini course and there are no strings attached. So enjoy that. And yeah, if you have any questions, reach out. So my name's Care. I'm a working mom over in Canada. And I, 2.5 years ago, you know what? I'm going to say 3 because we're in the fall now. So I actually started the side hustle I'm going to talk about in February of 2023. But what I actually did leading up to that is I tried a bunch of side hustles that didn't work. So I would say about 3 years ago now is when I started looking into making extra income from home because I'm personally self-employed. I have done 10 plus years of schooling to be self-employed. I help patients. I'm in private practice kind of world. So yes, I do well with like a career and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I have small children. And if you can't be at the office, you don't make money. So my husband and I, we both have the same career. We kind of had to start dabbling in the idea of like how we would get extra streams of income and also be able to kind of, because we're self-employed, have a little more flexibility to be able to manage being a working parent. So like if the kids are sick and we have to cancel a day, which happened a lot, it's no big deal because it was a big deal at the time because we didn't have the extra income. And it's like, oh my gosh, we have to cancel a full day of patients. We don't know when they're going to rebook in or when our kid's going to get well enough so we could book them in. So it's like a whole day of lost money. There's a lot to it. So now there's no worries because I found something. But what I started with back in this time 3 years ago is I started with surveys and I made, I think 80 cents. I don't even know, honestly. It was a waste of time because even some of the ones that are like bigger dollars, you often don't qualify for them. And if you do, they get scooped up real quick. So when you're working and you don't catch the email like that, you miss out. Okay. So that was the first one I tried. Then I tried drop shipping. And I always say this, I don't know. I looked up something to something and then there was nothing. So I didn't know what I was doing, so I obviously made nothing. So not a beginner-friendly side hustle, FYI. And then I tried print on demand. And that one I actually thought was going to be promising because it was like an Etsy shop. I have a bit of a creative mind. So I was like, oh, this will be kind of fun, design t-shirts and mugs and things like that. And nothing, because if you've ever been on Etsy, it's kind of like Amazon, like to get your stuff to the top, it's pretty hard and complicated, and you need to be able to know what you're doing. So again, not beginner friendly. So then it became very obvious that everyone on the internet was talking about something called affiliate marketing. Now, I think, and I've been saying this a lot, and I think it rings very true. I think a lot of you guys have heard of affiliate marketing, but you actually don't actually know what it is. Like, you think you know, but I don't think you really do. So if you are new to affiliate marketing, like brand new, you're like, what? I've never even heard about that. I want you to put 1 in the comments. And if you have heard of it, but you're like, I've heard of it, but I still have questions, 2. Put a 2 in the comments. So 1, if you have no clue what the heck I'm talking about, and 2, if you're like, no, I've heard of it, but I don't know. And even if you don't know, if you've heard of it, just put a 2. So as you're doing that, I'll explain. So affiliate marketing it's blasted all over your social medias. It is told to you by everyone that you can literally just like, it's the easiest, simple side hustle, everyone's doing it and they're making thousands of dollars and they're retiring their husbands and all these things. Now, I'm not going to tell you that that's not true, because actually a lot of the people who are doing that, it is true. But it is a very simple side hustle, which is why everyone screams from the rooftop that you should do it. Why is it simple? Well, because affiliate marketing is when you promote products for a company. You do not make these products. So you promote a product online or a service, doesn't matter, something you didn't make. If they have an affiliate program, you're going to promote that. And when anyone purchases that from you promoting it, you make a commission. So these are all the biggest companies that you can think of have an affiliate program for regular Janes and Joes like you and I to apply for. Now, people go, I don't know about that. That sounds a little MLM-y. I'll get into that in a little bit, but I promise you it's not, because I wouldn't have gotten into this had I, because that 10 years of education I was just talking about, I had to do a lot of research in that education. Trust me when I tell you I did my research. And I will say I was flabbergasted when I realized what is going on the internet and why everyone's doing it. So pretty much the background is affiliate marketing was started by a flower shop in the 1980s for them to get more customers, and it blew up. So yes, it has been around since the late 80s, and it is a way, it's like a referral system, right? But again, not MLM. Again, we'll get into that. And what happened is this has been going on this whole time, and then the pandemic happened and everyone went online. Everyone was shopping online. Everyone was stuck at home and had kind of nothing else to do and no income coming in. So lots of people started doing it, and then companies went, oh, this is a big market. So here we go. Here's the numbers for you. Affiliate marketing's been around since the late 80s, as I mentioned. There are over 86% of companies that have an affiliate program for regular people like you and I. Yes, you can literally Google Nike affiliate program and you can go apply to it today. Okay, so that's it, 86%. That equals out to over 107,000 companies worldwide for you to be able to apply to. Again, these are big companies: Amazon, Nike, Lululemon, Cabela's, IKEA, Wayfair. Like literally it goes on and on and on and on. Do they pay well? Good question, JBab. We're going to get to that. And if you guys have any questions, put them in the comments, because I am going to answer them after I kind of give you the concept of it. Okay. So those companies all have an affiliate program, and here's why it's so successful. Everyday people like you and I are online every single day. There are 8 billion users on social media. That is insanity. As someone who owns a brick and mortar kind of clinic style, if there was 100 people who came into our clinic in a day, there's a lot of people. 8 billion people you have access to on a free app. Yeah, people are making money. Yeah, okay, JBab, we're going to talk about that, because that is a thing. A lot of people think that it's just like, oh, we'll get there, okay? Okay, so when you apply to these companies, you will end up getting approved, and then you kind of get a little back office. And in that back office, it looks like you're shopping. And what happens, it's like, let's say Amazon, for example. So you log into your Amazon affiliate program, which is called their associate program. You log into the back office and you shop, you look for products, and then you pick some, and there's an official link to that thing because this is your back office when you're an affiliate. And you take that link and then you hop on social media or emails or whatever, and you go, look at this. Blah, blah, blah. You guys have all seen the Amazon gadgets and gizmos types of things, or the Amazon dupe outfits kind of thing. That's all affiliate marketing. Comment loungewear, comment kitchen, and I'll send you all the links. That's affiliate marketing. And these people, I kid you not, are making a boatload of money. Now, the reason why companies, I'll get back to that point. The reason why companies like doing this is because it makes them 40% of their profits. You heard me. So Amazon is a really good example because everyone knows it. Amazon pays 40% of its profits to affiliates. Do you get that? Like, do you understand how much money that is? Or sorry, I might have said that wrong. Don't quote me on that. 40% of its profits come from affiliates. Sorry, come from affiliates. My bad. I'll get to how much they pay you. So 40% of Amazon's profits come from affiliate marketers online. That's crazy. So then let me just tell you this because I have the numbers here. Okay, you ready? The average affiliate marketer makes about $8,000 a month. It only takes, I do this in my spare time. Okay. I don't make $8,000, but I certainly know more than enough people who make double that easily in their spare time. Okay, what was the other piece I wanted to tell you? Oh, the average Amazon Amazon associate, so affiliate. You ready for this? The average makes $77,000 a year. Those little videos that you see online and you're like, oh, like they just have too much time on their hands or da 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 da. No, they're making money, honey. So that is why I always tell people that this is the best side hustle to get into to start because there's a low risk. It doesn't cost you anything to be an affiliate for any of these companies. You don't have to make the product. And literally all it comes down to is once you have kind of things set up, which again, I can get into all the steps of how this works. But once you have everything kind of set up, your little business set up, your side hustle, it's in your spare time, you guys. It's really simple. Like I spend maybe 45 minutes a day on this. Today is a different day because now I work part-time because of this side hustle. Yes, that is very true. I went from working full-time to now working part-time. My kids are in all the activities. We have done all the home renos. Ryan can tell you, he's probably seen them all. It's like our basement, our deck. I'm like, oh my gosh, everything. I just had my door locked on me. I had to have a locksmith come here and let it in. There's $200 paid. It's done. It's dealt with. So, those kinds of things. We've paid down debt. We've gotten ahead financially. So I work part-time now and I can do a bit more time on this side hustle on the days that I'm not working, which is amazing. But when I first started, I would say I did it in the morning before the kids woke up because my kids were 1 and 4 when I first started. So they were little and they're still little, but not that little. So I did it first thing in the morning for about half an hour. And then I would do a little bit at lunch hour, whether that's press post or edit a post or something like that, respond to DMs. And then after bedtime, I would do again another hour probably because I had a bit more concentrated time. But now it's literally, I mean, I'm doing stuff as I'm sitting out there. I was responding to DMs as I was waiting for the locksmith to come. So like, it's really not that crazy, and that's why it's a sustainable side hustle for a long period of time that you can build over time. I didn't make money overnight, so it takes time. So what questions do you guys have? I know there's some in here, so I'm going to answer them, but if you have questions, put them in here. I will be very transparent. Ask the hard questions. I'm happy to help. Do they pay well? And I think you got to follow up. I know affiliate, but some only pay pennies. You are correct. So what happens is you're going to be want to be picky about your the programs you become an affiliate for, or the companies, I should say. Now, there is a strategy to this, and what I will probably just address right now is I think a lot of people assume that affiliate marketing is like, okay, cool, I'm going to learn a little bit about this, I'll figure this out, and then I'm just going to slap some links up on my profile, and then I'm going to make all this money. Or they try that and they realize they don't make all this money and they make pennies, which is exactly what JBab was saying. And that is the issue, because there is a real strategy to this. I made my first commission of $2.80 within 3 weeks of me starting. Woohoo! I mean, I was thrilled. Hi, Julie. I was thrilled, but like, okay, $2.80. And then within 11 weeks of me starting, I had made my first 4-figure commission. So that's $1,000. And American, by the way, for my Canadians. So that's a pretty good turnover. So you want to make sure that you have some low ticket, is kind of what we call it, low ticket items. So you can do that with the Amazons, the like very low ticket type things. And then then you need some high ticket stuff. And it's all about the strategy about how you line up all the things that you promote. There's a way to like set up your, I call it your product suite, in terms of like, yeah, I hope that makes sense. I think I've seen per sale or per click, right? That is correct. So for example, I think it's, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure it's either TripAdvisor, one of the travel ones. One of the travel ones is per click. You get $50 per click. Again, I don't know if it's TripAdvisor, but it's one of them. And that's incredible. If you're in the travel industry and you just got people checking it out, like if you sharing on your slides that you went to Oregon for the weekend or whatever, hiking or whatever, and you're like, hey, check out this package you can get. Click on this to see what it's all about. And people click and you make $50 per click. Like that's incredible. So just know that like there's different vibes. And I go through all of this in way greater detail and way more structure in my free step-by-step mini course. I go through the 4 steps that I actually follow in terms of how to actually set this up. So it's pretty straightforward. The first step, like I won't go through these in crazy detail right now. Hi from the Philippines. Love it. Love it. I've been to, why am I blanking? Where's your capital? Where you land? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking. But I've also been to Boracay. Wow. Manila, thank you. Wow, Manila. And then I've been to Boracay. Anyways, I like to tell my Filipino people that because it's a pretty cool spot. Yeah, so in my free workshop, I go through those 4 steps. So the 4 steps are picking your niche and your target audience. Those are really important. Basically, again, I go into this way more detail later in my free workshop, but I go through how, like, if you're in the travel industry, I'll use that one as example today. It's like, well, there's a total difference in your target audiences if you have hikers versus beachers. You know what I mean? Like the beach holidays versus the doers, the goers. You're promoting totally different products to those 2 target audiences. So knowing your niche and knowing your target audience is very important. And then your step 2 is you want to build your product suite and understanding which should be your front door offer and then follow-up offers, because you're not going to go promote. Okay, so I'm trying to think of like a travel thing. So it's like, okay, so someone, let's just say you have a travel social media account that you're doing affiliate marketing on. You've now promoted this trip that's all about the beach stuff. Well, if they haven't booked the beach thing, you're not going to promote all the stuff for the beach holiday. You know what I mean? Like they haven't booked it yet. So why would you promote all the things, or like even the adventures you can do on that holiday? So like snorkeling, whatever. You're not going to promote snorkeling to someone who hasn't purchased that product. You know what I mean? Like, so there's an order that makes sense. Yeah, so you're going to pick your target audience and your niche and target audience. Then you're going to pick your product suite and put it in the right order, because that's the strategy. Step 3, you're going to set up your simple system, which pretty much means setting up your social media accounts and whatever you want to do the heavy lifting for you. So some people use a DM automation system to do all of that. Some people do something like a classic sales funnel. And without getting too into the tech stuff, I was someone who had no idea. I didn't even know what affiliate marketing was. I didn't want my friends and family to know about this. I didn't want them to see me. I just wanted to kind of ride low, make some money, and call it a day. But I didn't know what any of this was. I didn't know what a sales funnel was. I didn't have a website, like any of that. And like, you don't have to do that. I'm just saying it is all very learnable depending on what you want to do. And there are different options. Again, I go through that in my free workshop in detail of like all the different things. You can do like things like StanStore, Linktree, ManyChat, ClickFunnels, System.io. There's free ones and paid ones. There's all these different options and they all serve a different purpose. So it just depends what you're doing. So that's step 3. And step 4 is all about driving traffic. That's it. Those are the 4 steps. That's it. And driving traffic means posting on social media because it's a free app and you have access to billions of people. And that's how you make your money from strangers and not your family and friends. Because at the end of the day, most people don't want their family and friends to find out. And even if they do find out, they don't want to bug them about it. They don't want them to you just don't want to be found. And I will tell you this much. I don't have one family or friend who I bug about this. They might ask me if they know, but I'll tell you this much. I've been online for 2.5 years now with my face all over the internet. And I mean all over. I am on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook page, Facebook profile, YouTube, Pinterest, and only 8 people know that I do this. That's it. My family doesn't even know I do this. My bestest friends know that I do this because I told them. And that's it. Isn't that crazy? So if you follow the strategy properly, your target audience probably isn't your family and friends. Like my family and friends are not my target audience. So my stuff won't show up in their algorithm. Now I will say there are some techniques. If you really don't want them to find out, you can block them when you start this and all that kind of stuff. But that's it. So when I say this is a very simple side hustle, I mean it. I have gone from making 0 with 0 followers, zippity-doo-dah day, to now making multiple $1,000s, multiple. I won't be the person who's like blasting screenshots and giving you all the detailed numbers. I'm just not going to be that person because it's illegal. And if you see that, run. You can give general statements because that's allowed and it's important for you to have some transparency, but literally it is illegal. So know the rules. To thousands of dollars online. So, and like 0 following, 0 experience, 0 nothing. But that's all because I followed a strategy. And you need to follow that same strategy. Otherwise, your stuff ends up in the front of the wrong people at the wrong time with the wrong products, with a system that doesn't work. And all of a sudden you're going, well, I tried affiliate marketing, but it didn't work. It's like, well, did you do all that, what I just talked about? Because if you didn't, then you didn't do affiliate marketing. You hacked it. You hacked it. So it is amazing because now saying all of that, I went from 0 followers to over 150,000 followers. I'm almost at 200,000 to across the board, I should say. Sorry, not just on my Instagram. To $0 to thousands of dollars being made, to getting to go to all these different things and getting invited to things and being approached by different companies to like promote things. And I've been featured on podcasts and all that kind of stuff. I knew nothing. And all I do is 45 an hour a day. That's it. So if I can do it, and I've got 2 young kiddos who are running around doing dance and hockey and gymnastics and all the things. And I've been able to make it work. So I often tell people that because you're like, oh, you're not that busy. Or like you see a lot of people online who are like, and this is no shot at them, but they're stay-at-home moms. And again, that's very busy. But like I'm actually in office and I'm actually not at a desk job where I can kind of check my phone and like half it at work. I'm in a patient to therapist world where I can't be on my phone kind of half responding to comments while I'm working with a patient. Like you can't do that. So when I say it's 45 to an hour, I mean it. But you have to set it up the right way. So if you guys have any more questions, please let me know. I'm here to answer them for you. Yeah, you're right, J-Bab. I have so much in my head and I talk really fast. I'm sorry. There was another question. I know that was, do I have to create content, be an influencer to do it? Okay, so no. So I hope that I kind of answered that question. You don't have to be an influencer to do it. In fact, you want to start from 0. And the purpose of starting from 0, because everybody says that, so I will explain it. You want to start from 0 because you want to train social media to send your content that you're going to create about the products, right? Or whatever you're doing to the right audience. So if you don't start from zero and you start with like your personal account and then you start blocking people, the algorithm's going to be like, what? I'm so confused. She was liking like recipes and workouts and things like that. And now all of a sudden she's like promoting, I don't know, traveling stuff. Like that's weird. This what's going on. And the algorithm, it's not that it's going to freeze you, but it's going to be really confused. It's going to take a while. Whereas when you start a brand new account and you literally compartmentalize it to like, this is my side hustle business account. That's it. Done. Then the algorithm's going to pick up on it. You're going to have all the different things like traveling the world, one trip at a time or whatever, 7 continents completed or whatever. And literally through your bio and through your content, it's going to know who to send your content out to. So that is why you want to start from zero. And as you build your audience, you get more opportunities. When I made that first $1,000 and my first $2.80, whatever, I had less than probably 200. I'd have to go back, but I had to have had less than 200 followers. Like, had to have. But again, if your stuff gets in front of the right people, it's actually not all about the following. Like I know people who have a lot of followers and they're not making a lot of money because they shifted some stuff or they confused the algorithm because they weren't following the system, right? Like they built this thing and then they were like, oh, I'm going to pivot. And it's like, oh, you can't do that. So you can, but there's a way to do it is what I'm trying to get at. So numbers don't mean everything, but it gives you more opportunities. So for example, like, now that I'm at the following that I have, I'm able to actually like, I have companies reach out to me now, which is pretty cool. Depends, like I don't accept any, I don't accept a lot of them because they wouldn't match my target audience and my niche, but it's like, it's a thing. So once you start getting followers and all that kind of stuff, it turns things into different opportunities once you have followers, which is kind of cool. And then you can do whatever you want with it. You can create your own digital products. Like I have a digital product, but I have it for free because I think people should know how to do this. I think it's really cool. And it's changed my life and I want to help people learn how to do this. Because yeah, times are tough. Inflation is no joke and there's just never enough time in the day to do everything. And so when you can create another income, it's really nice to be able to free up some space and become you again. And so that's why I have this mini course for completely free, no strings attached. I think it's really important. But lots of people do digital products and they'll sell those at a low ticket and then they have them to email all different other products if they're interested and all that. There's a system to it. Do you do one-on-ones to help set up automatic systems? So I'm going to tell you, M. Arnold, whatever your first name is. I hope you share it with us. I don't, and here's why. First off, I don't know. I just feel like tech is not my thing. I don't think you want to learn that from me. Second off, ChatGPT is your best friend. The amount of tech headaches I have had where I've gone, hey, Cha-Cha, my girl's name is Cha-Cha. I've named her. She's the best. I'm like, hey, Cha-Cha, I'm having this issue with my ManyChat or with my email or whatever. Can I send you a screenshot and you tell me what to do? She walks me right through it. So you don't need me. You need to get resourceful. You need to learn how to use what's at your fingertips. ChatGPT is free. Social media is free. A lot of the things that I suggest you use are free to low cost, right? So that's why I suggest everyone does affiliate marketing. And honestly, I think we're like maybe a couple of years away from everyone having a link in their bio. And I'm not even joking with you on that. Like when my parents asked for gifts for the kids, birthdays or Christmases and stuff, I'm often like, why am I not sending them an affiliate link? I should be. I should be making commission. It doesn't change the price for the people. So yeah, that's, I don't know. I think that's where we're headed as a society because everyone's just like, well, I'm broke. I need more money. Okay, if we don't have any more questions, I guess I will sum it up with, and if you do, pop them in. Now is the time. And if you're shy, if you're gun shy on sending a message in this comment box, that's fine. Send me a DM. Ask me the question. I will answer, likely with a voice note, so you'll hear this scratchy Canadian voice right back at you. And so my DMs are always open and I will ask me the hard questions. I'll tell you. If you want to know exactly how to do this, the 4 steps are outlined in detail in my free step-by-step mini course. Just comment free at any time to this video. It will come right to you. Or of course you can visit my profile. It's always available in the link in my profile. And make sure you're following me, because I'm always posting just different ways you can make an income online as a complete beginner. So just, yeah, that's it. That's all. I'm going to hop off of here. But if you have any questions, let me know. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your Thursday.